What do you mean no? You can't just say no to the passage of time.
I will say no to the ticks and talks all I want.
Let me do the recap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Last we left off, the party had made their way into Waterdeep, the city of splendors. After a lucky find from the inquiries of Naminue towards the city folk, they decided to make their way into the city and to find a tavern and inn named the Drunken Wyvern. On the way, they were briefly interrupted and noticed by a hooded figure later discovered to be someone Cole, their gunslinger, was familiar with to the extent that jokes and gentle berating could be had without detriment. Discussing a few key elements of trust and how many weapons were on one's person, as well as giving a location to find them the next day to talk more should they choose to, the discovered wood elf hurried back to what sounded like his friends and allies' side in the Angel Tavern Inn on one of the main streets of Waterdeep. With that, the party found themselves collectively at their initial destination and took care of business before ordering food and discussing their next plan of action with their bounty. After a moment to address spice tolerance of their fellow party members and checking up on Diminue's state of being, they decided they would find themselves in the possession of a wagon for later travels and eventually settle down for the evening after getting everything situated. We pick up after a bit of odd shopping, some attention-grabbing rumors, and resting after a long day of several things suddenly deciding to happen. The day is yours. It is currently, I'd say, about 9:30 in the morning that all of you find yourselves awake. Well, for the ones that sleep in, maybe not. But most of you are awake.
Ah, the awkward silence.
Well,
the good
Normal.
silence more.
all right.
I guess I shall wash my face. I shall briskly do my ablutions, get dressed, and head.
It's a full-on routine you got going on there.
Rand rolls out of bed, like, just sideways onto the floor. Just, like, full body roll. She
There's
is
just a thud from nearby.
Yeah,
Sarah
no,
looks
you're
up
kidding.
in her room
Wait,
going,
wait,
what the
wait,
hell?
wait.
There's a sound of Dragonborn hitting the floor.
Wait.
Oh, God. Josh.
What?
What? Why?
I'm the sound effects guy.
No, you're not.
I love you.
So, while everyone else is dealing with the clumsy dragonborn that decided to fall out of bed.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not too busy downstairs in the tavern portion of this tavern and inn. Presumably because everyone has either left for the day or is still sleeping. So there's about 2 or 3 people that have their own tables, a couple of humans, and what looks like an elf, but has a hood up, so it's hard to make out the features. The 2 bartenders are still there. They haven't really paid any mind to anyone talking amongst themselves.
Luthera is currently giving Ryan a look like, how dare you spook me, while she's getting her hood back up and situated.
Rand is determinedly ignoring said look.
Cole is just coming out like, you good?
Rand gives a thumbs up. Good morning.
So is Natalie shortly joining them, the lack of morning person here? After being startled awake?
After a while, Natalie walks down wiping her glasses, still looking half asleep. She might have gotten woken up by something.
Luthera just absently points at the dragonborn.
I apologize for nothing.
this morning I'm in the kitchen and I decided to try and help.
Nope, that's not how that works.
No.
That's not. You can't just walk into the kitchen.
Oh, and this is how you like. This is how it goes. Okay. What do I do here?
Nope.
Into the kitchen, and then they look at you like you're
Not
crazy.
in this climate.
Then that's a fully fledged business with people who work in the kitchen. You don't need to do all that. They won't let you.
Those
Nope,
people
they're
are
gonna
getting
look at you like
paid.
you're crazy.
And promptly move you back out to the tavern area. No.
Ron, no, you may not play with my dice.
Let it
No,
happen.
you rolled high. Maybe I should let you play with my dice.
God.
Sorry.
Nope, it's great. One of the other waiters comes up to the table that all of you are sitting at. As a younger human male, though, looks bored for whatever reason. Short, spiky brown hair and dark brown eyes, and asks if he can get you anything.
Lucera just is sitting there like, can I please just get some water?
That would be nice. Yes, water.
All right. The rest of you?
Tea. Strong tea.
He looks at you, Ryan, as if you're asking him to put whiskey in your tea.
Maybe I am.
Oh no.
In that case, Cole would like one too, please.
So English tea for them. Good lord.
Irish tea for them.
Look, Cole has a valid reason. He's gonna die.
The waiter looks at all of you, and then to Naminue, he's like, "Can I get you something, madam?"
So you got water, Irish tea, and
A kitten, apparently.
I'm good. Maybe some strong coffee.
You can't. Hold on, lady. You can't just DM me that. You have to roll for that.
Why not?
Please.
Okay, then what shall I roll?
Sleight of hand.
What?
The fuck?
The fuck?
Oh,
Nani, the
what?
fuck?
What? What's happening?
I got a DM.
We'll learn about it in a minute, or maybe we won't.
No.
Yeah, the DM.
Quick,
Roll
everyone.
sleight of
roll
hand.
perception.
7.
What? Is that 7 or 17?
17.
Huh?
17.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You have the thing that you want. Don't know why.
Don't know why you want it, but you got it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but you got it.
For better or for worse, you have it.
Yeah, you guys pretty much summed up how I feel about that situation. You have it. Congratulations, Naminue. You have the thing that you decided to take for whatever reason.
Congratulations.
I'm glad the barbarian is doing this. That's just great. So, Naminue,
I now have to wonder who has that low of perception.
I mean, it wasn't where you could see it, so it's not even passive perception. It's just...
Alright, who did Nimue put a kick me sign on?
No, she didn't do that.
I wrap what I pinched in some paper and set it aside in my...
Okay, you do that. You go ahead. All right. I'm not even going to question it at this point. You okay? So the waiter's asking you if you would like something to drink or to eat.
Maybe just a little bit of soup and maybe a little bit of, some, oh, maybe.
I'm trying to figure out if you said goop or soup and some juice.
I heard soup. There is some communication errors happening.
Ah,
So I did hear it right.
Ah.
Okay.
I did hear it.
Water, iced tea, soup.
It's just one of those days, I suppose. He nods and goes and gives the order of soup to the kitchen. Gosh.
Would be soup in a cup.
Okay.
Soup and cracker sounds great.
I said soup in a cup.
So after
Welcome
delivering,
there's no such thing as not being ADHD in this freaking chat room. It's
Oh my god, yeah.
God damn it, this is why we take so long.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he goes and gives the order of soup back to the kitchen and tells the bartenders to have 2 strong teas. Exactly how you said it. To them, and goes to get water and juice for the other 3. That phrasing made me laugh. Strong tea. Okay. Sure is strong for this early in the morning.
Don't have any weak tea in my house.
I love Ryan. No, stop. God damn it. I hate this chat. So,
No, you don't.
nope. Within the span of about 20 minutes to make the soup proper and fresh.
Soup.
Josh, I love you. You all have your water, your strong tea, and your soup and juice.
Lovely.
You're free to talk amongst yourselves, because surely there must be some discussion.
Good morning.
Lithera is keeping an eye on Cole because we have things to do today.
I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
What's that for?
To make sure you don't run.
Oh, run? No, never.
It's okay. I have a length of rope. I can just tie him up. It's fine.
I have to physically restrain myself.
Yeah. This is going to be fun for Josh to not make any comments.
So are we going to the ovens immediately or staying in town for something?
There are a few people we need to meet first.
Yes.
Alright.
That sounded so fearful.
Oh no.
At this point, I take my spoon out of my bowl and point it at Cole and go, "Now look here, laddie.
Oh, God.
You gotta stop running. You gotta face the past."
What? Where is that? Hold on.
What?
Ellie raises an eyebrow.
I'm confused.
Were you there for something?
Cole, mid-strong tea sip. What?
Someone is choking on their tea because that came out of left field nowhere.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
You're
Dominion
not
wasn't there when
wrong,
that
but-
happened. She went ahead and got some drinks.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, but what?
Does someone have more spies than I'm aware of?
No, it's just me. Wait.
Well,
No, wait,
obviously
no.
something's wrong with him, and because look how he's acting. He's not his normal self. And what else can it be except he's trying to run from his past about something?
Well, maybe you just don't know what my normal past is. Or my normal self. That's the word.
Is he already drunk?
No.
Laddie,
I just suck
Roll
at
for
talking.
it.
Laddie, I'm
Roll
a
for
mercenary.
it.
I've seen people.
Yeah, what's the safety fee for this strong tea?
It's not very high. It's just English tea.
Roll. I need this in my life.
If he gets drunk off of English tea, when he didn't get drunk off of the actual strong liquor,
Well, depending
What-
on how
what-
high dollar that whiskey.
Some mornings are better than others.
yeah, Josh, what did you roll? Just for shits and giggles.
Oh, fuck, I have to roll.
Yeah.
Concept.
Set a con save?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
What was
Yeah.
that?
That's a 23.
Yeah, you're fine. Thanks, Nini, for posing that as a thing.
And Ryan?
I mean, sure, if Mars wants to roll for being tipsy. Also, English tea.
The
The con
tipsy
save.
cleric. This will be fun.
Tipsy No.
Please.
Roll an
All right. Well, I rolled a nat. What's my constitution? I think. Wait, I forgot Ryan's constitution.
You should have up your page.
It's a natural
Yeah, I actually closed it like 2 seconds ago.
Oh.
Because Discord was like lagging. I was like, oh, I'll just close off my like tabs.
Oh, just close. Oh, what's that? My D&D notes are gone? Fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that
It's not a high DC.
I don't know. It's
What?
like 19, I think, with the Constitution. I don't
What?
know.
Yeah, you're fine. I love how
Why
we
did
just had
you
to
react
stop
that
on this because I made a comment.
Why did you react to that way?
Shush. Continue talking now that I'll shush.
I still want to know who has more spies than I do.
Just the one.
Whole of us.
Still, the menu that seemed to come out of nowhere. What did you mean exactly?
Well, if he's gonna be moping about like this and being all doom and gloom on his face, he needs. I've seen this with some fellows that I used to be with before.
I'm always mopey and gropey. I still shoot straight.
And gropey?
Yeah,
Did I say gropey?
My eyebrows left
Did I
above
say
my
gropey?
hairline.
Fuck.
And I
Hi.
Are you sure you're not drunk?
Mopey and gropey. Alrighty.
I might
I
have
don't
to
know, I'm like-
impose drunkenness just because of how you're talking.
Fuck, it's
Think
me.
back
I
to
drunk.
when Cole almost grabbed or the menu. No, fucking Natalie.
Nope. This is all bad.
Fuck, it's noon. Am I already drunk?
Apparently. God darn.
I haven't even drank anything. I haven't even broken out the vodka yet.
Oh my gosh. Mm.
So
Okay.
Cole, are
I'm
you
all-
feeling tipsy?
No!
Your words are telling us otherwise.
Maybe just stress.
At this point, I just slowly turn back to my bowl and start eating, not making a sound after that comment.
Welcome to early morning Dungeons and Dragons, where everybody is basically drunk.
Just be drunk at 9:30 in the morning.
I'm putting
Fun.
myself in the happy sleep mindset.
You don't have to try very hard to do that.
Ergo, the same state as being mostly drunk.
Still,
So, what happens after that comment?
Other than the players dying.
Cole just looks. Why did everyone stop talking? He didn't say anything wrong.
Luthera is sitting there like, I am trying to drink my water. I'm going to ignore this conversation from now on.
And Nemi's just sitting there, kind of like, with hands kind of crossed above her chest, trying to eat without giving him any chance to grope.
I'm not sure either of those are good.
But what are plans for today?
Yeah, yes. What? So, what will we be? Who will we be meeting?
There are a few people at a different tavern that we should meet. Apparently, Cole knows them.
Yes, there's some old friends. Pretty sure I'm gonna get punched out by one. So, if you'd like to.
Josh, you're cutting out.
Fuck!
Well, that didn't cut out.
Yeah, we heard that one.
Why did my scream of exclamation not cut out? Oh, okay, hold on. Well, I'm pretty sure one of them's gonna punch me out. So, if you'd like to come see me get knocked on my ass.
Yes.
Luthera tried
That was
not
off.
to choke on her drink for that one.
That was awfully quick.
Not saying that's why I'd go, but I don't have much better to do, I suppose.
The family sticks together. I'm coming.
Luthera is still trying to pretend that she did not just choke on her drink for Ryan's comment.
We're all here for you, Cole. Here to watch you get punched out.
And after that, I don't know.
We'll see where the day takes us.
Yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. Hopefully it doesn't take me straight back to my bed.
Or on a stretcher.
Well, that too.
Or a
Two
stretcher.
weapons for that.
Is it too late to run?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably yes.
Let's most indubitable.
Word? You were trying to cover up so badly. That's not a word you use on purpose. Sorry. I just had to be like, word?
What?
There's a word that lady used. You don't use that word on purpose.
Unless you're trying to be really silly. Or Sherlockian.
I see that word quite frequently in the books I read.
Which word?
Indubitably.
That's a fun word. I like that word.
It's a fun word.
Not normally an everyday conversation.
No.
Okay, maybe I should really start trying to get out and talk to people.
That doesn't work for me.
Certainly doesn't work right now.
I doubt they'd be awake at the moment.
None of us are awake at the moment.
True. We talk to each other.
Cool.
Agreed.
I finish eating and I stand up and I say, well, I guess no time like the present.
Hmm.
Hey, Cole.
What?
You specifically would know that there is one person awake of the duo.
Yes, I would know that. I remember that.
The other one is a late sleeper. Up to you whether or not you want to mention it.
He's debating. Well, one of them would be awake.
Hmm?
She doesn't really sleep.
I head upstairs to grab all my gear and come back down ready to go.
So you're saying you'd like the decking to get done earlier rather than later?
It'll wake me up.
Nini, go ahead and roll perception.
Why is everyone rolling?
Because I got DM'd again. Would you want that in your notes or?
Sure.
Okay, you guys continue talking then.
Well, if you're sure, no time like the present, I guess.
Plus, I think the later I go, the harder she'll punch.
Not.
What do you mean, on the other hand?
Where'd you get going?
I'm just gonna let that comment pass.
Might as well go now then.
Ryan heads for the door.
Yeah, same.
I head out to the door. I've got all my stuff on. I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Says Cole, uncharacteristically excited to get punched.
I think
Let's
that
go.
was supposed to be sarcastic.
Let's go, says Cole, fearful.
I bring up the behind.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Leaving,
I'm
apparently.
following the line of wherever this is going.
Waiting for Cole so we can lead the way.
He's ready.
To where we're going.
Oh, he's leading?
No one else.
I mean, you're the one who knows the people, so we presume you know where you're going.
We hope.
You all passed by the tavern that you all saw the two people in front of.
Yeah. Let's go
So
to
he
that
doesn't have
tavern.
to lead, but if you want to torture him, you can make him lead.
Oh,
Yeah.
trust
Some
me.
lead.
Lethera's smacking a hand on the back right between his shoulder blades and goes, "Let's go, Cole." Slightly shoving forward.
I
Hold this.
help by shoving on his legs.
Stop pushing.
Oh,
Oh, and before we go in there, Natalie's going to give Cole a little good look and ability for charisma.
okay.
Okay.
I am going
Does that
to
only work
hand
on ability
over the
checks?
paper.
It does. It's for charisma, so, you know,
So
just
it's
a
straight
good look.
charisma checks.
I hand over what I pinched
Right.
from the kitchen earlier to Cole, and it's wrapped up in paper, and I tell him, well, if you get in a fight, be sure to, throw this up in the air.
Cole,
It is
you
on
get a pinch of
charisma.
cayenne pepper.
You have basically been given a pepper gas packet.
Pocket sand.
Basically.
It's on charisma checks, but I'm pretty sure that applies to charisma.
You know, that actually fits really good for Cole, and I'm kind of
Like,
mad about it.
oh no.
So,
I'm kinda
Poison
mad.
dust, go!
so you guys make your way outside of the Drunken Wyvern, and you head back down the street, back to where you saw the Angel Tavern and the two people from the day before. This early in the morning, it's not as busy as it would be in the evening, probably because people are either sleeping off being drunk or because it's still a bit early in the morning. So there's not a lot of people to move out of the way of or see suspicious activity of because it's broad daylight. They're not going to be that stupid. So you see the Angel Tavern, and from this angle, it looks more like a ma and pop diner than a tavern. More cozy and something you'd see in a smaller town or small city rather than the City of Splendors. But because
Lethera
it's so
gives
out
it
of place, it's kind of easy to see.
Lethera gives it an odd look because that's weird to have in Waterdeep.
Pocket sand.
That sounds lovely.
Aim for the eyes.
Sure.
Natalie seems pleasantly surprised.
To Natalie, it would look like something that came from her city. So, do you all walk inside?
Yeah. Well, let's go in.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for Cole to do something stupid. Is all I was waiting for.
Oh, he's got a barbarian and an archer on his butt. I'm pretty sure he can't run at the moment.
No.
He could still try.
Nah, I think he's
Look,
getting pushed in through the door, whether he wants to or not.
Okay. So, rather probably reluctantly for you, Cole.
Look, if we were 5 levels higher.
If you were 5 levels higher, so would they.
Yeah, but I have an ability for chases. I'm level 17.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait on that a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, a lot. I'm gonna have to wait on that a lot. So let's
Lord.
go in.
What am I going to do with you? So you head inside, and true to the outside nature of the building, it's much more cozy and maybe a bit small. So you would assume that the clientele that they get here is recurring and stays around Waterdeep and finds this place more attractive than any of the CD or like too expensive places. This seems to be a place people stop by with little money or they want to keep cheap. So it's nice and it's friendly, and there's only one person at the back that's currently talking to one of the waitresses. But it seems to be more of a pleasant conversation since it's early in the morning and there's only two people here. One of them is a sleeping human man who seemed to have moved from his bed to the table just to show that, hey, he's here, kind of attitude with how he's sitting there.
Mood.
The other one is the other one is sitting across the room, kind of shrouded in what little shadow there is in this place. A tiefling female that looks about in her late 20s with dark blue skin and shoulder-length ash brown hair that blends into a natural dark red, with rare golden eyes for a tiefling. She's decorated in a bunch of jewelry that seems out of place for this cozy little diner. And she's dressed in fine clothes that would put her more in the upper echelons of Waterdeep, but she seems to be enjoying herself here, and she's toying with a gold piece in one hand. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Please don't do another racism to me anyway.
Please don't do another racist.
I remain uncharacteristically silent and try and hide behind everyone just in case.
Yes, good.
Just casual step in front of her.
Cole just sighs. He's like, Em, is that you?
At that, he catches the gold piece. And Lysera and Cole, because of your perception, you can see that she takes it with a force that means she heard something she didn't want to hear.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And she tucks away the gold piece into a small pouch at her side and looks up to see the strange ensemble of you and says, "Oh, you've got to be bloody kidding me." And she just looks away. She has that expression of, I kind of expected this, but I wish I didn't.
You know, I can go if you want.
Lysera just uses her hand on his back to shove him forward further into the room. Like, nope, we're not running from this.
This little scene is actually causing the waitress and what seems to be the owner to look over at you curiously, but doesn't step in because you're going towards one of the customers, so they're assuming that you have business with her. The one called M seemingly doesn't want to be involved with all of this, but she hasn't moved. He dragged you lot in with him? Feel bad for you.
Well, technically I threw a dagger at someone, but that's alright.
Technicality.
So that's where Zane went. Right. Well, have a seat. Too early in the morning for me to throw a punch.
Yay.
Don't test me though, Cole.
So which of us looks disappointed?
I mean, it's perfectly fair if you do want to throw one.
Zane told me to try not, so.
Oh, he does still care. And then Cole's just gonna take a seat.
It's the table that she's sitting at is almost pressed up against the wall, so she's leaning against the wall. It's kind of like a booth style table. She doesn't seem all keen on moving, so whoever wants to take a seat next to her is welcome to try.
I do.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh no, oh no.
So you hop up on to the place next to her, and she looks at you curiously. It's not a look of oh god, but more of a fact of huh, strange, and looks back up towards Cole. From that angle, you can actually see that the shadows were hiding the small curled back horns that are smaller than most tieflings' horns, and a dual-bladed tail. She now leans back and has her arms crossed over her chest, just staring and waiting.
Lythera takes a seat at one of the tables nearby, angled so that she can listen to the conversation better.
What was that, Nessie?
I said Natalie follows along and sits at that table, not sure what else to do.
Rand follows along. 3. Thirdly.
Are you sitting with Lythera or Cole?
Lythera.
Lythera.
This is going to be awkward for Cole.
Oh yeah, Cole's on his own here. We're not interrupting that.
Yeah, Cole's got something going on.
Yeah.
Except for
Cole and
Dominion,
Minue
who's
are at the
sitting
same
next-
table as M.
But on the other side.
So,
So, are you going to explain yourself, coward?
That gets a raised brow from Lythera.
She gets some narrowed eyes from Rand.
Good start, good start.
1, rude. 2, fair. 3, I'm here because Zane told me that I should come visit you.
Oh, so you're not here of your own volition. He bribed you. Wonderful. Great start.
He didn't. There was no payment.
There doesn't
No, you
need to
just
be
got
one
press
between the
ganged.
two of you.
There was no payment.
Just some press ganging.
Just some peer pressure.
He's giving you this look that you recognize, Cole, as you better start talking.
Well,
Or
what do you
otherwise
want
she
me to
might throw a
talk about?
punch.
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know, maybe the fact that you left us high and dry out in the cold wilderness up north?
I did do that.
Not going to explain yourself there, or are you going to sum it up to the fact that, oh, I don't know, you were grieving just like the rest of us? We were supposed to be your team. What happened to that? Sometimes I can't tell if Josh is thinking or hasn't heard me.
No, I'm thinking.
I was about to say cue awkward silence.
It's not awkward silence, it's more tense silence.
Yeah. Loaded silence.
Rand shifts in her seat.
Just, you know, that's very important. Who done
And
fucked up and
Mimi
how
is
hard?
just sitting there, basking in the glory of sitting next to. Oh,
She is very pretty. Just for frame of reference. She is very pretty.
Actually, you know what? Cole's just sitting there in a very tense silence.
Not even going to try and explain yourself. Should have figured that much. I'd expect Zane to stop flirting with the nobles sooner than you'd explain yourself. Look, I don't care. I really don't. You have a new party. Go ahead, frolic about with them. I can handle myself with Zane. Just at least tell him that you're not going to be showing up anymore. It hurts to see him so hopeful.
Wait, hold on. What was that last part? I didn't hear all of it.
What didn't you hear? Up to what point did you hear, rather?
The last part. The last part of what you said.
It hurts me to see him so hopeful.
Cole just sighs. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm kind of a dick like that, right?
Don't have to tell me twice. You know, I actually had some hope when he said that you were going to come over. Had some, just some, that you would finally get your shit together.
Okay.
We both know that I haven't had my shit together since all the way back then.
While you're saying that, Cole just watches as Minue basically gets her wrist grabbed very quickly, and she just gets spun around and pushed off of the bench without even looking at you.
Cole's just unfazed, like, I didn't even get this party by my own choice.
You seem all chummy with them. If you want another party, take your party and go. I don't care. I really don't. It's none of my business who you decide to fuck over. So, really, as long as you don't come back to haunt us, I don't care. Because we already have to clean up half of your mess. The other half we're leaving up to you. After all, you're the reason we're in this.
Cole he takes a deep breath and sighs, and he stands up. You want to know what happened back then?
I would love an explanation, yes. That's what I'm sitting here being patient for.
I'm don't worry, thinking.
While Cole's thinking, Natalie's going to do an insight on Nimue to try and see why she's still over there in the middle of that conversation.
Cole's just gonna let out a shaky sigh. When she died, something in me broke. Which part of what we're talking? Which one? We both know that going for normal justice would not have worked in that situation. It would have been covered up under 20
How do you know?
tons of earth.
How do you know it would have been
No-
covered up?
You know how officials are like.
I don't, actually. You do. That was my first attempt at it. I'm not you, Cole. I actually try and clean up my messes. I'm not a coward. I don't run from things that I've done. I don't skip town to another party. By all means, continue making excuses. I'll just have to repeat exactly what you're saying to Zane.
In that regard, you're right. I did screw you guys over.
Finally, we're on the same page for something.
I know, what a shock.
I just want one answer, Cole. Just one.
And what would that be?
Why? Why didn't you do it? It could have saved her. I know you still have them. Zane and I weren't stupid. Why?
Ray is just watching this, or I don't know, just very intently, trying to debate whether
Wait.
if anything happens.
What did she ask? I'm trying to see if I heard the question correctly.
Why didn't you do it? It could have saved her. I know you still have them, so why didn't you?
If you're referring to why I did not give it to her before the mission, because it was supposed to be something. And if you're asking why I didn't do it as she's dying,
Oh, that is not what I meant. You had every opportunity to. We could have avoided that mission entirely. Or at the very least, we could have been more aware of it. We were all distracted because you weren't. I don't know, Cole. Hell, now you're making me start making excuses.
it's easy, isn't it?
Sadly so. Lysera, you actually see just the slightest hint of tears in the tiefling's eyes. So do you, Cole, but you're right in front of her.
Do you know that every hour I lie in bed, I think about what I could have done?
I sure hope so. You could have stayed. You could have tried to talk to us. We're supposed to be your friends. But I guess you don't know what those are anymore, huh?
Rand clears her throat.
M raises one hand to wipe away the tears that were trying to fall and just looks at you, Ryan, with you've only seen this type of fury a couple of times before, but it's basically don't you fucking start.
Yeah, Rand just kind of sinks a little over her seat. Doesn't really want to. Don't know what's going on. Maybe. But you're still a little bit, I don't know.
Lysera stands up from her seat, gives a respectful bow of her head before heading towards the door.
I will leave my half-empty cup of ale on the table and head out with Lysera.
Just watches you leave.
Natalie looks between the others, visibly confused as to why they're leaving, but remains seated. First looking concerned for Cole, now just in general.
Brienne is slightly torn between leaving and staying, but she remains in her seat.
M has gone completely silent, Cole. There's definitely a silence going in this tavern now.
Yeah.
Lethera's going to just be leaning on the wall outside. That is not for her to deal with. That is grief between the party. And so she respectfully bowed out.
And I left with Lethera because rule number 1 in horror movies, never go off by yourself.
Because
Certainly
Waterdeep
Wait, I'm not
Show.
DMing?
because Waterdeep is a horror movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a horror show.
It's probably feeling like a horror show for Cole right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
After about a minute of silence, Cole, Emily stands up and moves away from the table. Look, just take care of business. Go see the new one. He's not that bad. In fact, I think he envies you. I need to go wake up Zane. We need to get going for our new bounty.
Saying that like I could even get in that city without being immediately arrested.
It's a city full of criminals, thieves, and thugs. I'm pretty sure that the only thing you're going to get is claps of achievement.
Or attempts on my life. But
Depends on the day.
it really does. He sighs and he just looks towards the door. Stay safe out there.
Always. Should I even wish you the luck on that, or are you still going to be reckless? Cole, she has that tone about her that is familiar to you of she's just fucking with you.
And you know me.
I sure do. And she goes to head upstairs to presumably grab Zane, leaving you in the room with the still sleeping individual and the owner and waitress, who have definitely been staring in worried type of tone for a while.
After she goes upstairs, Cole just sighs and under his breath he goes, for better or for worse. And he goes to step back outside.
Natalie, Ryan?
I go outside too. No point in
I
me.
follow.
So,
Cool, are you?
Sarah, Naminue. I shouldn't have tried to drink anyway. No, Cole is not married to the tiefling.
No! Worst timeline.
Oh my god.
I love you, Mars. No, sorry,
Lady.
I'm not awake yet. Please excuse me.
Thank you anyways, though.
I love. Let me just die.
Like, I'm
You
just like...
So,
it
Sarah and
kinda
Naminue,
sounded like...
you just saw all three of them walk out now, with Cole looking probably a little screwed up
Yeah.
emotionally.
I walk over and kinda companionably clap him on the back and just kinda walk with my arms around whatever part of him I can just walk.
Are you
You know-
again?
You wanna
now
try
have
that
a
again?
gnome latched onto your leg.
Rand said, at least you didn't get busted.
Yeah, at least he did not get punched. But he did get punched emotionally.
And hey, now you still have a cayenne pepper bomb for an... So my dear companions. Where are we off to next?
Hey, Cole.
What?
As soon as Amenue starts speaking, you feel something hit the back of your head and then explode.
What?
Like explode, or like a powder bomb
Like a
explode?
snowball?
Powder bomb.
Like a snowball?
Okay.
It's kind of like a snowball, yeah. Just thrown against the back of your head, and I'll put it to you this way: you're certainly not having advantage on stealth checks. You got glitter bombed. Lythera, because of your perception and the actual high roll that I rolled, but it's still not that great. You actually do see that same hooded figure, now that you know as Zane, just ducking back behind the edge of the roof and just faint snickering.
Christ, it's in my clothes!
Lythera just looks up, smirks, and then looks back towards Cole. She's not even gonna say a word.
You know, I was going to have a serious conversation. I don't think I can do that now with glitter.
On the contrary, I think the glitter helps.
You hear very faintly the words, "Oh, you can always have some sort of serious conversation with glitter. I certainly did last night."
It will lighten the mood.
Lythera just smirks again, looks up, and goes, "You just gave yourself away."
I don't care.
Naminue is just inwardly.
He gave himself away when he. He gave himself away when he. And then he shows up at. Threw a glitter bomb!
You deserved it, bastard.
I do. And then he just sighs. And he looks at the party. So, back to our tavern? I have something.
Don't.
And then his voice gets serious for a second. I do need to tell you
Didn't she say you needed to talk to the new guy first?
that's a journey and a half, and we have a bounty to do.
Oh.
I will explain what that means when we get back to the town.
Oh, right.
Cole, there's just a slight rose petal shower over top of you. And it is starting to garner looks.
I hate you.
You're welcome.
Can we get back to the tavern before he, does something worse?
Lythera just smirks and goes, "Well, at least this is entertaining," and walks off towards the other tavern.
Cole just follows. At least it wasn't a punch. Physically.
You have rose petals all over your coat and glitter all over your coat and hair.
Natalie looks back up at the roof, laughs a bit, and follows along towards the tavern.
Natalie, you just see this lounging wood elf with his hood pulled down and just waving. He's like, "Have a good time," kind of wave. Bye, have a good life.
Just to let everybody know, Lythera likes him. He's entertaining.
That Natalie thinks for a second. It looks a little off, but continues on towards the tavern.
He's not being very stealthy. He glitter bombed
I should
somebody.
also mention, this is the kind of conversation that we shouldn't have in the open, but I'm kind of covered in glitter and rose petals now, so do it in the safety of a room.
Thera just looks at Cole and goes, "At least he didn't startle this time. He's learned his lesson."
No, he just doused his old friend in glitter and rose petals.
Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't earn him a dagger thrown at him, so you know.
Cole's also trying to clear the rose petals off, but he's also getting glitter stuck on him, on his hands.
You know, Natalie could use prestidigitation to get it all off.
She
But
could.
nah.
But
Don't.
But
Please
nah.
don't.
No.
It's staying off.
and to top this all off, he's
No
got
stealth advantage for you.
Forest gnome on his back, snoring in his ear.
Yeah. Aha. Fool. Now anyway, we'll also have glitter. It spreads.
Oh no,
I don't
residual
think the
glitter.
barbarian minds.
It spreads to the most social of the group.
Just imagine running up to a wyvern covered in glitter, okay?
That's exactly what's about to happen, isn't it?
With a snoring forest gnome on his back.
Cole's the bait. He's the bait now.
Exactly. Yeah, make the one with guns the bait.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's shiny. He catches attention. It's fine.
And wyverns are a type of dragon, so stands to reason they like shiny things too.
Alright, back to the tavern.
Yeah, you guys are back at the tavern now. This entire fucking conversation and bullshit definitely took place over the 15-minute walk to get back.
So whose room are we having this talk in? And subsequently, whose room am I infecting with glitter?
I would say your own there, laddie.
I'm not sleeping in glitter.
I'll take glitter.
I could.
Oh, Ryan, thank you.
Okay.
I am also vaguely related to dragons. And is that why I like shiny things?
Boy, Cole
now
must sure look like $1,000,000 right now.
You now inexplicably like Cole much better.
Oh no, you're killing my boyfriend.
Alright, to Ryan's room.
Good.
Is it possible to use my minor illusion cantrip to attach to his clothes to make it look like he's just a giant glittery necklace fit for a wyvern?
That's not a minor illusion, but
That.
I mean, if it fits within a 5-foot cube, yes, but I don't think you can move it.
Cole's 6'3".
Yeah,
Well,
you can't move minor illusion.
Well, if Cole is supposed to be the bait, he's supposed to be standing still, right?
But we don't have a wyvern, and we're
We're
going
not
into the
there
tavern.
yet. We're not
Cole
there
is
yet.
also 6'3".
Yeah.
So
All
it's
he
just
has
gonna
to
be
do is move 2 steps to the left, and there's just a random change.
It also would be a giant glitter. It would be a giant glitter creature with.
with a human head or human legs.
I was thinking the top part's covered up, so it's just legs and boots.
good Jesus. Yeah, you all go up to Ryan's room. It's a bit snug to fit all of you in there, but not too bad.
But
Infected with glitter immediately.
yeah.
Rand's eyes shine.
Ryan, you don't mind the glitter everywhere, do you?
I could never.
Oh.
So
alright.
to make a long story short, wait. Hey, Bri, what city was it in?
Lyrenden.
What?
Lyrenden.
Lyrendem?
Den. N at the end.
Den? Lyrenden?
Yes.
Okay.
The den of leering.
God damn it.
So, to make a long story short, this doesn't apply to Lethera, but did any of you hear the story about a very particular guild leader being shot in Lyrenden?
Mm.
I need everybody but Lethera to roll history.
Oh, dang, this is something I'm good at, so I can't say.
20 go.
I probably can't say I haven't.
A cat passed by here a few minutes ago, and I'm very
That's
suspicious. Oh, I found
get
it.
a modded 15.
So 15, what did you get, Natalie?
21.
21. Fran?
20. Not, or modified. I mean, it's modified.
Okay, so Natalie and Ryan, you've heard of it, but only because you've been traveling as much as you have. Anyway, you've vaguely heard of something akin to it, but it was brushed over because it's a place of criminals, crooks, thieves, thugs of all kinds, and it's way up north. Natalie and Ryan, you've heard different types of stories. It's kind of like a legend of a powerful sort of criminal guild leader that was shot dead in his office by an ex-guild member. But who that person is and what they look like varies based on who's telling the story. Some people say it's their relative. Some people say that it's one of the heroes taking out criminals, stuff like that. But what always remains the same is that someone shot the guild leader in his office and walked out unscathed.
Natalie says, yes,
Vaguely heard about it.
and looks down to Cole's guns. Covered in
That was
glitter on.
me. That was me.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's in the past, but
Why?
we've all done our share of shit, I suppose.
Who said why?
Natalie.
Cole's trying to see if he's mentally prepared to tell that story.
By all means, you're welcome to take your time. I just got lunch.
True. Do you want the long version or the short version? 'Cause the long version is going to take a while. Well, not that long, but I don't know if I'm mentally prepared.
As much as you're comfortable sharing, I suppose.
Well, the short version is that he was involved with some connections that led to the death of my fiance.
Oh.
I hope you understand that throughout all of this, Lethera is just like leaning against the side of the door, looking very confused and like I am completely out of the loop, but also that's fucked up.
Are you bringing this up because that was what your last party did? With you, I mean?
No, I left them a little while after that. But she did have a point because it's kind of hard to travel around when you are associated with the one who did that.
So let me get this straight. You basically shot your old party in the foot.
That's one way of looking at it, yes. Shock if now you started thinking that I was going to do the same.
Lithera gives him a look like, no, really.
Well, mistakes are how we learn. If you've done it before, then maybe you're less likely to do it again, to be honest.
I love Ryan. The one person making a spectacle of, it's not that bad. Cleric.
It's not that bad. He shot a guild leader in the face in his own office, and then just walked out. It's not that bad.
Sometimes guild leaders deserve it. Just it happens.
It's fine. He just literally did the execution-style gang member bullcrap of, here, let me shoot you in the forehead and leave you for dead. No one will know.
Sometimes you gotta kill people,
Oh, God.
It's just...
My only saving grace is that it was in Lyrenden, so, that's normal there?
Lithera looks like she just ate something sour.
Well, I can't say you were entirely lame. Nellie looks like she has something on her mind.
I just love the way that Cole put that, as if Lysera doesn't know that even thieves have a code of honor.
Thus the bit into a lemon look.
Is there anything you guys want to ask me?
How are you?
Good question. I don't know. No, he doesn't say that.
Nope, you said it though.
Covered in glitter.
Too late. You can't take it back.
I don't know.
Covered in glitter, having just admitted to performing one of the most brutal forms of murder.
Yeah, I don't know.
All emotions here.
Questions? Comments? Obvious concerns?
Good Ryan, how are you, Cole? Are you alright?
I'm fine. Hey, feel free to roll insight.
Yeah. Roll insight.
That means they'd be rolling against your deception, mate.
Oh, deception? Wait, do I still have the charisma? Is that only for ability?
He's dropping
only for
concentration.
charisma.
Fuck. Anyways, deception? Okay.
Let's see.
21.
I only got a 12.
Wait, what is the thing we're rolling against deception?
Oh,
Insight.
Freaking Nene's making me laugh.
What? Do I want to know?
No.
I kind of do.
Lithera's not even going to bother checking. She's just currently rubbing at her temples, muttering to herself.
Are you okay, Lithera?
She looks exceedingly exasperated at you.
What's wrong?
And then continues to rub her temples. Like, nope, I'm checking out of this conversation. Fuck
What's
y'all.
wrong?
And meanwhile, Naminue, me, is slightly yanking on his hair on his head to get towards the front of his head for small braiding.
I don't know how I feel about that. He has short hair.
Yeah.
By all means, you're welcome to try and braid short hair.
By all means, you're welcome to...
That's what I've been trying to do the whole time we've been sitting in the room.
Oh, dang it. Sorry. Cat.
Did anyone else roll insight?
I guess I'll roll in.
Everyone just squinting at Colby like,
I'm fine.
Yeah, no, you guys didn't roll high enough,
That's a
so it's just like you don't
14.
really believe this, but he seems to be confident in the fact that he's fine.
Look,
I rolled
What-
14.
what? Oh, nowhere near. What's the
Nobody rolled
worst
high
that could
enough.
happen? Nobody rolled high enough. As far as you all know, he's fine.
Well,
Oh,
no, it's not that. They were already suspicious of you, so they're still
Yanking.
suspicious of what
Okay,
you're
as far
saying.
as far as you all know, he's
It can't be
confident that he's fine.
Yeah. Are you? Are you sure that wasn't the nicest of talks to have in the morning?
I needed it.
Hmm.
I won't lie. It's also kind of nice to get that off my chest.
Hmm.
well, that's good.
Speaking of, she said you'd run away from.
Damn it. Nene! Fuck!
Hmm?
She said you'd run away from
You're welcome.
something
Oh, there's a accidental large yank on your hair from...
Yeah, that
Anyway.
was the big noise.
Sounded more
That
like you're
was
getting
it.
choked out.
She said you would run away from something you were doing as a group. What? Could we get the story on that?
Running away from something as a group?
That you were doing as a group. I don't want to assume what it was.
We had
Voice, you can assume she's implying it was probably theft or something.
differing opinions on how to handle certain situations.
Well, that's not incredibly vague.
Oh, you want some?
Literally all that reminds me of is DC Legends with Snart and Rory. I'm just like, we had differing opinions. Knocks him out.
Was what was your opinion on what you were doing?
Put this as nicely as I can.
Great way to start that.
That is the sentence where you know Cole's going to say some fucked up shit. To put this as nicely as I can, they preferred to leave loose ends.
I love how in the background Emmanuel is just trying to braid his hair and there's quote unquote accidental yanking on his hair. This is his actual punishment.
So Cole said, "Leave loose ends." What?
Yes. He said that they preferred to leave loose ends.
Oh.
And I preferred to not leave loose ends.
But what did you do with the loose ends?
I
Yes,
tied them up.
Now, when you say loose ends, what do you mean?
I mean people.
Great.
And what do you mean tied up? Just so we're clear.
Just the disbelieving high-pitched noise of ah! Thanks, Natalie. I love it. I
They're
love
literally
Nini
tied up.
What is Nini doing?
tormenting me.
You know how I said Lithera is muttering to herself?
Yeah?
The DM, by right of being basically the gods, is getting to listen to all of this. A running
Okay.
commentary of Lithera muttering.
I would love to know the mutters.
Well, as long as our party, how do we have like a
I
murder
have a question for you, Cole.
Yeah?
Is your back to the window?
Unfortunately, yes.
Is there gonna be a second glitter boss?
No.
Oh, good.
Keep in mind, I'm
Lithera.
currently on his back, so.
Yes.
You just hear this quiet tap at the window. Sounds like a bird beak.
Lithera, without even breaking a thought, just smacks a hand over her face, like, why this? Why me? And wanders over towards the window.
I swear to God, if that is Zane, I am going to throw him out the window.
So, question: how long does
Tap, tap.
Cole allow the grooming
Cole,
of
you
his
need to
hair
answer this.
before you pat him up?
What?
Lithera just sighs and opens the window.
What does Cole need to answer?
A raven flutters down to the windowsill and just looks up at you with that expression of what?
What do you mean by
Oh.
tied up, then?
Lithera has the most I'm so done with everything face on.
I'm sorry,
If
Cole is
a
seeing...
bird could give you the expression of what the fuck do you want, this would be it.
You absolutely can. I would like that, but
Lithera just runs a hand down her face.
You've opened the window now, so now it's just going to try and hop
his
onto
hair?
your arm.
Cole, just let me know when you've had enough and toss me off your back.
The raven stares at you for a solid minute, and then just hops up onto your shoulder and then gives just a tiny little bird kiss to your cheek.
Aww.
Lithera just sighs,
We're splicing
defeated,
serious
but
moments.
also, goddammit.
We're splicing serious moments with fucked up moments.
Yes, also, we still need to know what tied up. What do you mean by tied up?
What do you think I mean?
There's suddenly a very loud caw from the raven.
I really don't want to assume.
Points at the raven. That!
What?
I think I've got it.
Sarah, you watch as this raven just almost unnaturally leans forward, like in the Thriller video, just staring at Cole with that expression of don't.
I really don't want to assume that tied up means.
Sarah is just being the perch for this poor raven.
I hope everybody understands Lithera literally has the look on her face like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Wait.
There's a very quiet call.
Are you trying to speak with the?
No. I was getting that for before.
Surrounded by idiots.
Again, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Does it?
I've come to talk with
Anyways, where were we?
again.
Where were we?
I don't want to assume that you mean like guild.
Yes.
Oh. Why?
You're running with a murderer.
It's easier. They don't talk.
Natalie's
Yank.
Natalie's looking at you like, are you fucking serious right now?
Yes.
Now everybody knows that Cole is kind of a cold-blooded murderer.
How are they going to tell anyone if they're dead?
Not?
Well, technically, I have nothing against it, since I am a mercenary. I do kill for money, so I can't much talk.
Why are you so casual about killing people? What? What? How?
But
Wait.
Sarah, at this point, the raven just leans back onto your shoulder and then just like presses its entire side of the beak against your face.
Natalie's like, what?
I hop down off of Cole and head over and try to pet the pretty birdie.
Natalie's
The
like, why
raven
are you
looks
so
just as
casual?
exasperated as you.
Natalie's like, why are you so casual about killing people? Years of trauma.
Oh God.
Do you have to say that?
No.
Okay.
Cole wouldn't admit that.
Sarah just has the raven just pressed up against her face.
Anyways. Is that all?
You just get bonked on the head, Sarah.
I'd hardly
Reprimand.
all. I'd
Pardon?
hardly call that all. But what the?
You sound shocked.
Yes, I didn't realize I was with people that just murdered.
Well, I don't do it for fun.
I didn't figure you did. That's not the problem either.
Oh.
Like, the raven is now so close to just being eye to eye with you. Just staring. It's
Natalie's
like right up next to your face. It's like, don't.
Natalie's just hand on her forehead, sitting at a table in the room, rethinking all the things that have happened so far.
Sarah just raises a brow like, I dare you. Tell
You're
me.
shocked? You're shocked?
The raven looks down at you, Naminue, with you holding the gold piece up to it, and it just stares. And then looks at Lysera again, with that expression of help.
Why are you shocked?
Lysera's just gonna smirk at it like, I'm still waiting for that answer.
Oh,
It's a bird!
Look, be nice to the bird.
I want to pet the pretty bird.
all right. So, I suppose in your business, this might not come off as a huge deal. To one who just deals with magic issues and gets them, away.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Yes. That this is not a normal thing to me. If you
Yeah, I'm kind of... yeah, I'm kind of a...
So could you not, for when we're working with all this?
I cannot make any promises.
once again, murder democracy. We just need to put it to a vote, okay? No murdering without party consent. How about that?
Naminue, very, very carefully, the raven leans down and like actually hops down to actually get the gold piece and just sit on the floor gently, like thanks but no thanks.
I'm personally for no murder.
Sarah is being used as its personal tree. It's fine.
Is that an unpopular opinion? No murder? Full stop?
I didn't say I was for murder.
Lysera just looks over at Natalie and goes, that's a very unpopular opinion. I hope you understand you're going to get bloody in there.
What? Why?
There are some people that you just can't leave alive.
Thank you.
I don't want to put this to a vote anymore. I'm afraid to put it
Cole's just like, thank you.
Lysera just gives Cole a long look and then
Lysera,
very gently just...
Actually, All of you watch as the raven suddenly looks at Cole and then flies up to his head and just caws down at him.
What do you want?
Another call.
So, dear Cole, do you happen to know your head count?
That
But Sarah, you get a look from the raven of rude. You of all people understand the nuances of this specific bird because apparently it seems to be the same one following you around.
Lithera just smirks at it like, fight me. They need to learn this.
Can I presume that means
puffs up its chest like, eh. It's just trying to fight Lithera now. Just challenge.
Can I head count means how many?
I don't know.
How many heads have been removed from their shoulders?
A fair number.
Hmm.
I don't know the exact number.
How do you not know?
Are we talking tens, hundreds, thousands?
I'd put it 100.
Okay.
Look,
That's respectable.
I have been working for a fair number of years.
If we're gonna murder them, we gotta murder as a... Okay, guys? That's...
Yeah, teamwork.
No. What?
Lithera pauses for a moment, thinks about it. Leave one alive to question, and then continue on.
Poor Natalie.
How is this thing you've done so often that it sounds so casual like that? What the hell?
Look.
Lithera just looks over at Natalie and goes, because I have.
Look, Natalie.
His count is in the hundreds. Mine is in the thousands.
Dude,
Shall we continue?
What? I thought you were joking when you said that. How are they in the thousands? What?
Okay, look. This is what
Have you ever dealt
happens.
with cultists?
On occasion.
Oh, yes, that'll do it.
Thank you. Lithera looks at the bird again like, you want to try and fight me on this? Because this is getting entertaining.
Anyways, this is what happens.
It opens its beak a little bit as if to say something and then just
Look, this is what happens when you become one of the most...
from the bird.
I don't want to put myself too high, but this is what happens when you become, like, really good at your job for, like, 8 years.
Again, this is all new. Not my job, that's for sure, but,
No, it's not.
Look,
you
go up quite a bit when you're in war, too.
Look, you don't have to murder anyone. Leave that to us.
I'd prefer not to be involved as much as possible, I guess, but...
Oh, the raven is now perched on your shoulder and trying to get something out of your shirt.
Is it glitter?
No.
It's in the beak full.
Oh, I know.
Are you doing anything?
I know exactly what he's trying to get.
The raven seems less important in the murder discussion at the moment to Natalie.
I know exactly what the raven's trying to get. And guess what? It's in there, right?
There's just a raven, like, trying to get something out of Cole's shirt.
Hey, wait. No, stop.
I
just hear the very quiet caw and it's like, leave
the bird.
Well, that was
Two.
Echo.
Two.
What?
Shoot.
I run over quickly, grab the bird as it's trying to tug something out, and start stress petting it.
That is a very angry-looking bird, just being held. Just anger.
Anger.
Please tell me.
Sarah is just smirking.
No, anyway, Ryan, please tell me you don't have a head count, was it?
I almost pushed someone overboard one time, but
Hold on.
I sigh and I go,
I feel like
I'm a mercenary. Of course I've got a head count.
I feel like what the crow was trying to get needs more context. So, considering it's mainly been in the same spot. Remember all the way back in the forest when there was that spell that could see magical auras?
Oh, detect magic.
Yeah, that's it. That's the name of that spell.
Yes, I could
That,
cast it right now, but as a ritual for
n-
10 minutes, and this conversation
no,
is still going on.
no. I wasn't saying. I wasn't bringing it up to say. I was saying the area the bird was trying to get to was the same general location as to where Cole's like concentrated magic spot was.
Goodbye.
Windows.
Hmm.
Hello, computer. Oh.
Question: is the crow considered size small?
Yes. Well, it's a raven, but yes.
Then I can understand it and I can talk.
That would be
I think
great
you
if it's
remember this
speaking
is,
in a language that you know.
yeah, I think this is the same raven that we could barely talk to before because it didn't want to talk to us.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'm just murmuring to it in crow tongue. Pretty birdie.
Crows
Yes,
can
I'm gonna
understand
pet
common.
birdie.
Crows and ravens
all right.
can
what?
understand
What are you?
common. So I don't
Why
know.
were you, Cole's just like, why were you trying to get in my pocket?
Putting a pin in that, Cole. What is that? What is that thing reaching for?
I don't know. He says, lying.
That's
Natalie gives you a look.
deception.
I'm gonna roll for that. Thank you.
That's deception against insight.
Okay.
He says,
I got a natural 8.
he says, getting
Now,
a 24.
okay, Natalie got a nat 1, so she's going to ask. She's going to ask. You don't. You don't know about the magic item in your coat pocket? What? She,
I let the raven
What's that?
go.
Best.
After
You have to
Yeah,
roll
she
higher
still
than
knows-
a 24
She still knows it's there, but she thinks you don't know
or
it
beat
is.
it.
What magic? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Panic high roll.
you should check it, I suppose. How do you not know that it's in the... Can you check it?
There's nothing there. I don't know what you were talking.
Did you put it...
What did everyone else roll?
Not high enough.
Oh, not high enough.
You all get, aside from Natalie, you all get the impression that he's maybe not forthright, but the entire day has been not forthright, apparently.
Yeah.
The raven just shrinks in on itself, and if it could make the noise of it would.
The only magical items that I
And
know.
then flies up to Lacera because tall.
The only magical items that I know that I carry on my person are my weapons.
There was definitely a third, or another one, like in your coat pocket.
Yes, I
Like,
carry 3 guns on me.
reaching for... So it's a gun in there?
No, they're all down here.
There was one in your coat. Did you move? Did you move it? What was it reaching for then?
I love that ones that turn into this. It's so great.
I don't know. What are you trying to get for a crow?
You could
Now purposely
reach
calling the raven a crow.
You could reach where it is and see what's there. If you don't know about it, could
We're not getting.
Lacera, it just gives you the look of stop.
We're not getting off the topic. Are we? Fine. And he's going in his pocket. And he's pulling out some rings. 2.
Oh, I just want to slip those in your pocket or something. I told you there was something in there.
I knew they were. I was hiding them because
Not from the Raven.
no, and I suspect I know why.
If
He says,
a bird could
looking
laugh.
at the raven.
Well, that's all well and good, but shouldn't we be talking and figuring out how to find
No,
Yes,
that can wait.
that's that question answered. I get. Ryan, you haven't answered. Do you have a head count?
Uh,
Uh,
no. I was very close to pushing some annoying shithead
You
off.
will soon enough.
Well,
please,
technically, they all do already. We've already killed a few things.
Well, that's true.
True.
not people though.
It still counts as death.
Yeah, it does.
It does, but
Hey, I like that we're getting off this topic so Cole can just not talk about the rings.
so does that mean your head counts include people?
Yes.
Good, good. That's at least a bit better. How
It's
many?
mostly people.
Oh,
I'll say it again. I'm very glad this conversation is going this way so Cole can just not talk about the rings.
how many people? Uh, Here, this
I
could be
lost
counted
count.
back. No, no.
Lysera, the raven is now just trying to settle into your hood.
Cole,
Oh,
the
sorry.
menu. Do you remember the people amount? Please say you do.
No, I don't. I remember the first one and that's it.
Uh, anyway,
Anyways, are you not
Well,
mad about these
as I
anymore?
told you,
Thanks to the
I'm a
Raven.
mercenary. I have participated in wars, so yeah.
I meant, do you remember the people, at least?
Most of them.
Oh, so you do know an amount then? Or,
It's the least I can
okay,
do.
good. It's
Cole just turning
at
to
least
the Raven like, are you not mad about
reassuring.
these?
It's at least slightly reassuring that you
It's
don't
just
lose
staring
count.
at you. It's
And then
it's a raven. What do you expect it to say?
And then he's just slowly put the rings back in and
It caws at you.
about them.
There's just a
And then
tattletale raven.
and then he's going to continue putting them back in.
Lysera gives him a look.
What? The rings.
Don't.
Don't what?
How much of this day has been a lie?
A lot.
Thank you for reaffirming that.
Fine. Would you like to know why the Raven seemed interested in them?
That
Why were we lying?
it would be good to know, yes, if it's important.
Well, Sarah, at this point, you just feel the raven essentially curl onto its back, and there's just feet sticking out of the hood.
Lysera just sighs.
The raven peepees. So Naminue just took out a map to start figuring out bounty stuff.
So,
Instant lack of recognition of the surroundings.
So you know why the Raven is after the rings?
I
Why
don't
is it?
think it's after it. It's just informing you that it's there.
All right.
It caused
So-
slightly as if in agreement.
When
Muffled by
When-
hood. Caw.
when my fiance died, it was technically before her time. And so she was a very firm believer with Timora. And so I had gotten the rings blessed. And then after she died, obviously I was like, What the fuck? Why? The short story of it is that, as far as I know, no, I haven't tested it. It's just what I've experienced. These rings block my death once a week.
You cut out between these rings and once a week.
Oh. The worst time to cut out, actually.
You cut out at the entirety of it.
These rings block my death once a week.
You said you know this from testing it out.
No, I don't know this from testing. I haven't tested it out. You think I'm just gonna... What if it doesn't work?
I don't know. With your head count, you might have gotten into danger and it might have come up. I don't... Just gesturing to everyone like...
I'm sure there's a story about me because of it.
I fucking can't take this seriously! I hate Lucera. Just muttering to herself over there.
Sarah just muttering about stupid idiot.
Oh no, trust me, it's worse than that.
Oh god, I want to know. So bad.
Lucera, the raven rights itself and then just peeks under your chin and just taps you underneath the chin like, excuse me. Because you, of all people, quite understand what she stands for. And doesn't like having that happen. Undead, at least.
So, there's those people like cultists, the Minue in wars. Cole, who were your 100?
If you haven't figured out that he's an assassin by now, I don't know what to tell you.
I really didn't want to assume that they were just random people.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, this will
What a group you guys have!
That's really how I even found myself with you guys. I was doing odd jobs for the queen.
I can't say not to be expected.
The queen knew who she was hiring.
It's like it.
I've killed a lot of people.
Well, I hope if that ever comes up with the Queen's assignments, it will be privately.
I do believe it's too late for that.
Blood on your
At
hands.
this point, the raven settles itself on Lucera's shoulder and then flies out the window again.
That's what I want to do.
And Cole's putting the rings back in his pocket.
Mithera rather resolutely closes the window after it.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
Pretty much.
I love it.
So now what?
So, do we know where we want to go to find clues about where to find our band?
I believe a location was given, right?
Yes.
I believe it was a general.
The location was given. Mostly by Lacera putting together some things.
Well, do we have what we need to take it down?
Hmm. All
Well,
right, then
If
what we planning on getting a cart here so we could transport them back when the job is done?
well, we got the wagon.
true.
Uh,
Do you think possibly, Cole, your previous companions might be of help to us?
They're
in
on their own
carrying
jobs. One, they're on their own jobs currently. Two, I feel it's a bit soon for me to just come back and to try and almost go back to the things they were.
So when would we like to go and try and kill them?
Anytime.
I head up.
Well, wait. Looks at the others. Are we ready?
I hope all of you have winter clothes.
Always fun to listen to that.
Wait, last session did I buy one?
Cole has not bought winter clothes.
All right, and Natalie still has the fur coat from Halloween.
Lucera's good for it. How about everybody else? Because
Cole is
Lucera's
not.
just walking out the door after saying, I hope you'll have winter clothes.
I do.
Didn't I buy a thick winter coat?
You might have. If you... I'll say you would have... You specifically were planning for it. And everyone else was just side-eyeing Cole for a while. So, count off 5 gold for a basic winter coat. In this area, it's always up price. City of Splendor.
I'll just count off that 5 gold from my total now.
Mars needs to go eat lunch. So.
Yeah, we could have a lunch break now.
Wait, so do we want to take, a 25-minute break or something for people?
I might actually have something
Yes.
to do with the family for much longer.
Oh, shit.
That decided to
Okay,
come up.
so let's pause for the minute then, and we'll come back next week.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll pick up
We
there
handled the
with
city
people deciding to
Hopefully.
Handled the city stuff,
get along
and
with
we
the
found out
bounty.
that most of the party is murderers.
Yes, you did.
So many murderers. Aren't you happy you're with us?
Murder.
So we'll pick up there next week.
Technically,
Me and Natalie.
well, technically, Naminue is a sanctioned killer.
So is Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so is cold. It doesn't make it good.
So we'll
All
pick
of
up
the
there
murderers
next
here
week, guys.
Cole is